What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy D, right? This is D's Daily DD. I'm not a financial advisor, right? This is not financial advice, right? So don't take it as that. Take it for educational and entertainment purposes only, right? So today we had an awesome day in the market, right? As far as AMC and GME and the SPY, right? And also Redbox got a little bit of a crazy action too, as I saw, right? I'm not in Redbox, but I noticed, shout out to them, because whoever got in that play, right, the numbers are there, the data's there, like the short interest is crazy, and I'll show you guys a little bit about that too. But today I want to point something out that as soon as the SEC drops some news, right, that they might be changing some things here like ASAP. We're gonna talk about them and show you, and the meme stocks react, right, and they start pumping. But hey, I'm not an AMC pumper, right? I'm an AMC believer, right? So that's why, because I believe that we're gonna squeeze here soon, and I have the receipts to back it up, right? So yeah, welcome back, guys. I'm gonna jump into the information here because we got to get to it. All right, let's get it. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, so check this out. And not that I have a lot of faith in the SEC right now, right? Because of what they did here. I mean, they're the same ones who released this wacky video, right? Everybody's seen it enough. But yeah, what I want to point out here is going to be this article. So the stock market could see a massive change on how it functions, right? From CNN. And the agency that oversees Wall Street is weighing major changes to the way millions of everyday investors buy and sell stocks, right? That could be bad news for so-called free trading apps like Robinhood, as well as the lesser-known firms that underpin their business models, right? Today, when you buy or sell a stock on an app, the trade appears to be instantaneous, but beneath that simple buy action is a complex web of Wall Street players exploiting tiny differences in price to rake in huge amounts of cash. So remember the PFOF, this is what this is referring to, because they're making profit off our orders, right? When you buy or sell, Robinhood, your broker of choice, takes your order to a firm known as a wholesaler or market maker. The middlemen who are supposed to get you the best price and who pay the brokers for the privilege of executing the trades, they typically make pennies off each transaction. The process is known as payment for order flow and has come under intense scrutiny by regulators following the fallout from January 2021 run up in meme stocks like GameStop. All right. The GameStop frenzy exposed how rigged the U.S. markets are to enrich big Wall Street firms, high-frequency trading firms, and brokers at the expense of Main Street and retail investors, right? Better Markets CEO Dennis Keller wrote at the time, and they have been reviewing the system, which accounts for the bulk of the brokerage's revenues. In August last year, Robinhood stock tumbled after SEC Chairman Gary said that the outright ban of payment for order flow. Gensler and other critics of the process say the brokers, market makers such as Citadel Securities, have a clear conflict of interest, and that the payment for order flow screws over everyday investors while amassing huge wealth for Wall Street firms, right? This is the line right here you got to pay attention to. Now it appears that the SEC may roll out new rules as early as Wednesday, right? As early as tomorrow, guys, according to the Wall Street Journal, all right? But I'm not putting too much faith in that, guys. I think that we're seeing more action right now because of the executive order that just passed, right? If it's true, right, like margin calls go out usually 2 days, 3 days after the fact, right? One proposed new rule, the paper said, it would add more competition at the middleman level to ensure retail investors are actually getting the best prices. In that scenario, orders would be routed into auctions where trading firms would have to compete to execute them. And I kind of like that. So representatives, that idea at least, representatives for the SEC and Robinhood didn't immediately respond to CNN for request or comment, right? Yeah, so, but they also did this, right? So you make your own decision, right, with that info. All right, guys, so let's take a look at the chart. I'm just gonna show you the daily. I mean, this is AMC. Nice pop in the morning for once, right? Took a little dip and then it just kept going, and that's because it crossed over the Bollinger Bands here, right? And it kept riding it, and then once it lost it, it went under, and it tried to get it back. It got it back, right? So it crossed over and it started running. Okay, and check out this weird candle here. It went down there, but current price is around 1307 or 1310. All right. So it's a good day so far. Let's zoom out a little bit more. It is tracking right now, right? So the reason, there could be another potential fake squeeze incoming, right? Just saying, right? It's an idea. We already saw one of them. There could be another one going up to like the 250 level, 300 level, right? And that's maybe where that info came from, right? But that's just based off Fibonacci charts, all right, guys? Nothing's guaranteed. All right, so we zoom out, right? You see the strength, the bounce here made its way back up, and I like that it's in this upper channel. Let's zoom out a little bit more. And yeah, I mean, it's tracking right now what I posted, but I posted the 3 options here, so you see the first option, the second option, and the third option, right? So luckily it bounced off of here, right? So I want to continue to see the next resistance level would be around 1450. All right, so let's take off the Bollinger Bands and the volume, which was weird. It was kind of low volume today, which is interesting, right? But it is good because it went up pretty good. But if we see a big push in volume the next few days, guys, that's going to help us, right, cross the resistance levels. And again, I'm still paying attention to the super trend. It flipped red here, right? I'm waiting. It's finally, trying to make its way back up. If we can once we get the green, that means that we're going to start to see, this is the daily chart. So it's more of a long term, but you'll start to see the reversal, right? That's what I'm paying attention to right now. And the OBV doesn't lie, all right? The money is still here. Remember, it's saying almost 5 billion there, 4 point something, 4.38. And ever since the drop, the OBV should have dropped with it, right? If people were selling off, it should have dropped with it. So let me take these off, the OBV, super trend, and the volume. Because the reason I put this pattern here, right, was because I said there was some red days, right, where it comes down, and then we're gonna wait to see, and now we get this nice green candle off the right here, the support. All right, boom. All right, that's a really bullish signal because of what happens over here. Okay, what happens here? You get the 3 green, 1, 2, 3. Now we just got here, right? Just ignore the rest of this, but just looking at this piece right here, right? Copy paste up to here. Where do you think we're at over here? Check this out. Check this out. Right here, right? So it's the downtrend. After the big come down, you get the fake pump. And now what? All right, so we'll see if it continues to track it. That's what I'm saying. There's that potential that there could be another fake squeeze incoming, right? It's up to you, though, if you want to decide to sell at whatever price, right? So I already have my exit plan ready. I hope you guys do too, all right, in case this goes off, all right? But yeah, the major resistance will be between 30 and 34, right, to start. All right, that's what I got for you on the charts. I'm also paying attention to the fact that the quad witching days, like I said, it tends to happen like a week before or a week after, where you see the volatility. And June 17 is the next one that we got coming up real soon. All right, let's go look at this. This is still bullish. This fee is still way up here, right? It's skyrocketed for them, so it's still at the 10% level. Let me see if I can refresh it, see if there's anything new. But this is what I want to see. I want to continue to see this to climb, right? 10%, all right, 500. I don't care how many they print. If that fee keeps rising, they're not going to want to borrow, right, or sell those shares. Here's the Ortex update today. You got the current SI, this was like 4 hours ago, was 23.45%, and this keeps rising, right? The cost to borrow, which is good for us, the apes, right? It's gonna make the short position more and more expensive, right? So they might close out and buy shares back, right, and close their position. Just right here, I don't understand what's going on, but they haven't self-reported any buys or sells, right, since the 27th, and this is for AMC. Let's check on the Stonko tracker real quick just to confirm. So they say they have about 500,000 shares to borrow at 10% and 26,558 calls in the money, and then we would get 13,000 more. What was interesting here is that the volume kind of slowed down midday here, and then it really picked up at the end of the day, right? You got to see that 4 million, almost as much as like open here, right? So it went up, kind of died down, and then it came back, right? So yeah, that fee, let it rise. Let that baby rise. And yeah, we got a lot of potential here. And next week is I'm going to point something out to right now for next week as we move along. All right, cool. But just pay attention to the open, interest here of 285,000 for next week. GME, guys, looking pretty damn good. It's in this macro wedge, right? And it keeps testing. See how it tested, didn't break this line here. Now it's right here where it's actually right at the point of where it could break out, right? 150 is going to be tough to break again, but if the executive order has anything to do with it, with volume coming in, buying shares, short positions closing out, 150 is going to be the first resistance, and then 200, right? it should be a good breakout here because this has been a long term resistance point. All right, so it could get pretty nasty there, right? We got the crosses, a 10-minute, right? You get the cross on the EMAs. That's so you see this huge run. After it came down, right? Boom, exploded right here. You got the cross, and it was go time. All right. So shout out to everyone who made money on that one, right? So I am still bullish on both AMC and GME. I've been, saying why I got the receipts and everything. The fee is still up here in the 80% range. Let's go down. So 85, right? Ooh, and they're down to 100 shares. Let me go back here. Let me look at this one. Stocks, GME. Ooh, 0 shares. All right. Nice. And then, 42% of the free flow is registered, right? How do we do that for AMC, right? Maybe we should start doing that, registering our shares like there. But still, even though 42% are registered, there's like 30-some% of the flow on loan as well for GME, right? All right, guys. Nice. The data's there, looking good. The SPY 2 helped us out, I think, a little bit today. It had a nice run. Let's go down to the 3-minute. Yeah, it just pushed and pushed, right? Same chart pretty much as the AMC and GME today. Boom, ran it. It's riding the top EMA, right? So that's pretty bullish. Let's zoom out to the daily. Although it can still get rejected tomorrow or the next day, right, and come right back down. It's gonna need some strength to push through these resistance. There's a lot of resistance here, right, for the SPY. Okay. Let's see what happens. I mean, it's crazy that not a lot of stocks were running, but AMC and GME were running today, right? And then this is the main thing too, guys, that you got to pay attention to. All right, so this is June 10th, right? The highest you can buy for AMC, the highest call is $32. That's the highest strike you can go, right? Now, I'm not saying anything's going to happen, nothing's guaranteed, but this information is very interesting. Next week, you look at the strikes, AMC is all the way up to $85 now, all right? Same thing for GME. June 10th, right? This is June 10th. The highest strike is $295, right? Current price is like $149, but next week, market makers raise it all the way to $680. I don't know why they're doing that, guys. I mean, usually it signals there's a move coming, right? Why would they be selling these? They can't just sell them just to make more money, right? I don't think so. So just paying attention to what's going on there in the data. And yeah, we already went over this. Yeah, like I said, this is absolutely insane with Redbox. I've been paying attention. I'm looking at it. I haven't bought any shares or anything, but definitely on my watch list, all right? And it went up like 25% today. But this is the short interest, guys, 180%. How do you short more than 100%, right? That's what GME and AMC have been, 0 shares. And their fee is 737%, guys, to short. Absolutely ridiculous, right? So yeah, let's just take a look at I'll point out here the Redbox chart, RBDX. I think it only, let's see, how many shares does it have? Oh, really? RDBX. There it is. So yeah, this is the daily. You see the massive green candle. It's going to come up to the resistance here, but you got to cross on the EMAs as well, right? But just an absolutely gnarly day. And you got 27%, right? From here to here, from pre-market, right? It all kind of started in pre-market, the market opened, and it just started running, all right? The volume was there. You got the signals here, right? When it's crossed, you're able to ride it. So yeah, shout out to everybody holding Redbox. That's probably gonna become another ape stock. All right, guys, we're gonna have to see what happens here with AMC. All we need is volume now, right? And that'll confirm. If we can get like 3 green candles in a row, that's going to confirm a lot, right? That's usually the reversal, and we're still getting the higher highs and the higher lows, all right? So that's what I'm paying attention to, guys. As always, thanks for stopping by. Hope you're having a great day, and yeah, thanks for coming back and watching the video, guys. That's all I really got for you guys. I'm just staying focused. Remember that you got to know what you hold. You got to do your DD, do your own research, and have your exit plan ready, guys, right? When you enter a play, you got to have, your entrance and your exit. Okay, guys? So that's what I got for you guys today. Catch you in the next one. Later.